feeling that you get right before you pull into the water box or right after you do your burnout. Check them straps, roll your neck a little bit, take a couple deep breaths, you bumping it in, and you let go. When it's the top of the bottom and you know you crushed it, you get the 500 foot out and you start beating the pedal out of that thing. You get to the finish line, you lock them, drop them, whatever you do. This is that feeling right here. I've been putting in the work, can't you see the blood, sweat, and tears? If I catch you at the stripe, I give it 3 rips at the finish line, that you know I'm here. And it's all that we know, it's the way of life. Give all that we got, right at a time. Do whatever we gotta do, you never know if it's our one last ride.
Welcome back to the second episode of the Fast Pass podcast. We are here with Frank Franco, Double F Performance. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Frank Franco. They call me Double F. I have a little shop called Double F Automotive and Performance. Do a lot of small block stuff and everyday automotive work, and I race the Black Cherry 67 Camaro with a small block.
That's awesome, and I'm glad you talked about your shop and everything there. With the car this year, what are your plans for the season in the no prep world?
This year is to learn more. This is my first full season with OVSO, and so I'm learning what it takes to switch from Goodyears to Hoogies or whatever we have to do, and learn how the 8th mile takes place. Because up till now I was just a quarter-mile bracket racer, and OVSO approached me and started teaching me about what the 8th mile no prep and street racing is all about. And man, I just grabbed a hold of this, and I'm learning and having fun, getting to the finals in a couple races with my own OVSO family members. So my goal really is to win a couple events, push it a little bit harder, and then build something a little sneaky for next year.
So, with you building engines, you own your own shop. How'd you get started with the shop?
Well, with the shop, it started out as a hobby shop for my own race car. I worked at the Ford dealership for 23 years, and I just got kind of tired of that. We got to make the numbers. You have to sell this, that, and the other to the customer. And the person I am is a very honest person. I can't lie, cheat, or steal. So one day I called my wife and I said, bring the trailer, I'm loading my toolbox. So with that panicked frenzy, we loaded my toolbox and I started working out of my own shop, and it kind of took off from there. And I've been a small block guru all my life, and I found out a couple secrets to make 23 degree and small block stuff really work and breathe right and win. So kind of going with that.
Awesome. Your whole family's into racing too, correct?
Oh my God, yeah. Morgan and Jonathan, they both race G-body stuff. And yeah, they're hard tire and bracket race. They had junior dragsters their entire life and did all that growing up. And so yeah, the wife backs me in the beams and everything like that. We just do it as a family.
That's absolutely awesome. I love to hear that. And so, coming from the bracket racing to the no prep world, what do you like more about the no prep?
The no prep happens to be seat of your pants racing. It's as if you get on the turnpike or the freeway with ice and snow and you hold your car to the floor. That feeling of I'm out of control, but I'm going as fast as I can, relatively straight, is just amazing. It's a feeling at the end of every pass that you've just given it everything you can. And whether you hooked up better or your competitor hooked up better and applied as much power as possible is just the most rewarding feeling so far that I've had. I like it.
With having a lot of different characters on the show lately and having a lot of different bracket racers, no prep guys, musicians, you have your own band, correct?
Yeah, the band's called Driving Force. And it's kind of circled around the whole race car thing. We play like 80s rock and roll, everything from Judas Priest to Journey and Michael Stanley, which, God rest his soul, about an hour ago he passed away. A little Cleveland reference there, but I got to say, our last show we had Terry from Hazelton Media here come in and fly drones up on the stage while we were playing. Whole lot of fun. We had a lot of pictures and a lot of the OVSO family there, and went over really good to have that kind of coverage and pyrotechnics, lasers, and I'm sure somewhere here, and I should like reference, and it'll be like something that pops up to the band and some smoke and fire and whatever's going on. But yeah, so that's where we're at.
Anyways, going out to places with these guys, going to go see their concert, I absolutely love it. It's a great time, and we're going to be still putting together. It's been an ongoing process trying to get audio matched up with drone footage, but it's absolutely going to be a killer video when I'm done with it.
I'm sure it will be. Everything you do is killer.
I greatly appreciate that. I try my best for you guys and make sure that y'all have everything I can put out for you guys. OVSO, Home Wrecker Racing. It's been a great time. Driving Force. It's been an absolutely amazing time. So how'd you get started with your Camaro?
Well, I gotta say, back in the day, I had a story about losing my Trans Am when I was in the Marine Corps in California. But then I got thinking a couple days ago that it's way before that. When I was in high school, I had a Javelin, and throughout the day, I just keep asking everybody that had either Mustangs or Chevelles or whatever, hey, after school, let's go meet on State Line Road and line them up and race it. So I think that's where it really started, the adrenaline of beating people and racing and going to the little stupid speed store to get shackles to make your car faster. Because back in the day, in the 70s and early 80s, there wasn't the speed parts there was today. So honing out cylinder heads or putting headers on, that was top fuel stuff for us back in the day. But that's where it started. Then I went to the Marine Corps and I got my Camaro, and just 67 Camaro, and just went from there.
That's awesome. I've heard the story once before about how you were playing and lost your car in the van. But I mean, would you like to?
Not really, but so I'm in the Marine Corps out of Camp Pendleton, California, and I can't believe he's dragging this back out of me. But I go up on stage, they call me special guest. I'm up there playing, and long story short, I had a '79 Trans Am done to the hilt, everything you could do to it to make it a street pounder. I had the keys in my little vest, and I left the vest on the chair, and some lady stole my keys. So I had to take the bus home. While riding on the bus, I look out the window and my Trans Am's all wadded up on a big concrete wall in Oceanside, California. So that was the end of that. They totaled it, big long story, but in a used car lot across the street was a '67 Camaro. Daily driver, bought it for $1,500. Took it home, it was immaculate. Took it home, took the Sawzall to it, put a cage in it. If I knew what I knew today, that car would be worth $10 million. But back in the day, I just wanted to go have fun, and that's where it all started, man.
That's awesome. Still same car today, right? I mean,
still the same car
to
today.
an extent.
Well, yeah. It had a full interior, the seat belts on the interior ceiling there, but small block, and I just stuck with the small block the whole way because that's what the small block mafia was a thing at the time.
All right, so one of the races coming up this year is on June 5th with the Mesa guys versus OVSO. What do you think about that race? Oh,
those guys are just a class act by themselves. Watched them race when we went to Green Beaver. Is that the
Beaver Springs?
Beaver Springs, okay. And wow, even though I may have lost that race, there was a little bit of something on the track, whatever, no excuses. But the guy still come up, shook my hand. Just what a class act those guys are. But we got a little something planned. We're going to be on a no prep track, which is going to be a little bit of an equalizer. But that's where we're at in that arena, so to speak. I think we got something for them this time. Not talking any trash, but we'll. It may not be so easy this
Better
time.
have something for him. I got a cheeseburger riding on this.
I heard about that.
So.
I heard about that. And Frank has a little side action, Sarai. And I guess I'm racing a guy after the whole event's over in a parking lot or something like that after the event. I'm not sure. The guy with the Trans Am.
Yeah, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your suspension setup this year for...
I think that's highly secretive and we're not allowed to talk about that. If I tell you about that, I have to kill you. So, no, but kidding. My car is a stock suspension 67 Camaro. I have a back half put under it that I made out of a book, watching pictures and welded some stuff together. It's not pretty. If you open the hood, you can still see the factory frame from '67 and the factory gearbox, and it's not real special, but it'll get it. Got some shocks on there, and we're gonna play with that package a little bit, and we're spraying. Guy asked me, what jets did you put in there? What are you spraying? Yeah, we're spraying all of it to it. Just a plate system on a small block.
No jets, no plate. It's just straight in. Just
The jets are there, but they may have been drilled or sanded a little bit. But it's still small block, 23 degree.
Don't let him lie to you. It's only a 75 shot on a 4-cylinder.
Well, yeah.
Out of all the tracks you've raced in bracket racing and no prep racing, what are some of your favorite and funnest tracks you've been to?
Oh my God, there's a lot of them out there. I've been to so many tracks that we've walked before the race, and there's potholes and gravel hanging out. And I thought, oh my God, what can we do with this? There's no way this is legal. There's no way. And that's the thing about the no prep racing, that it is what it is. Your competitor has to go down the same stuff that you have to go down. And I don't know, Magnolia is great. We've been to Thompson and 42. We could go on for hours. I've been all the way out to California and Escondido and raced there. But this no prep stuff, it's just as close to street racing as you can get, and as close to being on ice and snow and letting her eat 100% and seeing how you can get to the next exit with a wide open throttle, not lifting. So I don't know. They're all the same. They all have their own little glitch, but you adjust for it and hope you adjust correctly, and your competitor's adjusting equally. So it's a lot of fun. It's just the seat of your pants racing, and I love that. The adrenaline's through the roof.
So out of all of the slippery conditions sometimes, what do you think is the best prep out there for the no prep?
Oh, without a doubt, the stripper glitter that's come around, and some of these other adhesives that we're allowed to put down and do a burnout through, and it melts your tire and it applies all that melted rubber to the track. So we're constantly buying slicks because it just melts them off. I used to run a Goodyear, and then Frank Sarai, my teammate in the OBSO with the red truck, I'll just put it at that, chassis truck, whatever you want to put it, but got me hooked on this new tire, the Huji tire, and it makes so much adhesion to the track. It's just amazing. We tested it in my driveway, and I have a little whatever house, and it pulled the front end in my driveway instead of just burning the tires. So it got me hooked on it. It's working great. I'm sure there's a ton of chassis. And his good friend Ted came over and helped me balance out the car with the scales and all that, because this is all still new to me. I'm learning how to set the car up, because it's no longer a bracket car. To go back to bracket racing would take so much adjusting and turning back, because the dead hook that it takes now is so different than what it is for no prep. No prep, you need as much adhesion as you can. So even though I'm a nitrous car, so say I want to apply 1,000 horsepower, I can't do it because there's no way you can make that stick on a road. So with a progressor, I can apply 40% of that on the hit, and then slowly bring that in. And that's where we're at. And every track is different, and you guess what the road is going to take.
And each road's different. I mean,
I agree.
Even some of the tracks, the no prep, some of the guys that think their tracks are no prepped, but they're definitely sticky.
There's that. The spray happens.
Definitely happens. But with all that being said, I'd have to say with stripper glitter, I've seen it run on multiple cars. I've tested it, and it's definitely damn near in any weather will make a car stick and hook on dead pavement.
That stuff sticks to everything.
Oh, that's right, it will. So, and by the way, guys, if you're looking for any stripper glitter, you can find it on the Stripper Glitter Facebook page. You can find it on Homewrecker Racing. Frank Sarai, he's got it. He's one of the dealers. There's multiple dealers across the U.S., I believe, now. You just have to look and find your local dealer. If you're in the no prep world, I'm pretty sure you've already heard about it and can find it somewhere. If you haven't tried it out, I highly suggest it. I really do.
Give it a try.
But if you're local to us, West Virginia, Ohio, I think Frank can also ship, so you can,
what?
ship it.
Ship. Okay, that's what you
So
said.
yeah, find him at Homewrecker Racing on Facebook. Little Toyota truck, can't miss it. Promise, it's bright red. So
Yeah, that's for sure.
and if you don't want to get it off of him, you can get it off of the D Team guys, D Team Racing.
I think a lot of the tracks we race, they set up a little area you
Yep.
can buy right there.
If you come to any of the OVSO track, where the OVSO will be this year, a lot of the tracks anywhere in Ohio, pretty much, and West Virginia, PA, 9 times out of 10 will have somebody there that's got it or selling it. So you can find it at all of them.
Great stuff. Sticky. Sticks to everything. It's like glitter. It sticks to everything. I'm not sure how they got their name, but it sticks to everything.
Oh, something like that. But with that being said, I'd like to give a big welcome or a big thank you to our sponsors. He's one of them. Double F Performance. If you need your engine done or performance stuff, make sure to look him up, give him a call. There'll be a link in the description below. Then we've got Homewrecker Racing, which has also been a long-time sponsor now. Hot Shot Secrets, D-Team and Stripper Glitter, both are sponsors. Colt Trucking, and of course the OVSO. So make sure you give them guys a big look up, thank you, welcome, follow. Anything to add?
Well, look up the band Driving Force on Facebook.
Yeah, make sure you do to that.
We have a ball. I'm gonna be out there in the middle of the fans with my guitar, singing with you into the microphone. You're gonna be part of the show. Double F Automotive. If you've got some small block questions, look me up on Facebook. I'd be more than happy to help you out over the phone, give you some nitrous jet mapping, whatever it takes. Be happy to help.
Yeah, and come out to the tracks. Make sure you see these guys.
Oh, we have a ball.
You can talk to them like they're normal people.
Climb in the
promise
car.
you that they are absolutely awesome. Bring your kids out. It's a family-friendly environment.
Yes, it is.
We always do pictures when we can with the kids. Kids absolutely love
Hazelton
cars.
Media, everybody.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody watching, and just make sure you try and get out this year. I know with COVID and everything last year it was kind of scrambled, but we got a lot of good races.
Yeah.
We plan on posting every race we're going to be at on the site. Make sure you join in and jump on. So
There you go. Thank you.